That's front only, with the ABS, of course. Yeah. So you see the difference between rear with no ABS and then the front, which obviously he still had ABS on. Now he's going to come up and do combo braking, both front and rear, how the bike's designed to be used. That front is most of your stopping power.
You're not getting ABS either, Jerry. Sorry. You got a 1500.
Yeah, we can hear the ABS working. So you can see the difference. You brought up a good point about the ABS. Not all bikes have ABS. Our Harleys, the one over here, don't have ABS. We practice threshold braking, which is right about the point before you're going to lock it up. And that's the same we do on the BMW. We don't intentionally hit it, the ABS. I can tell you I've maybe felt the ABS one time since I've had that BMW since December. So even though you have ABS, you still ride the same type of threshold braking as you would on the Harley or any other bike without ABS. But as a guy doing the following, you're kind of pushing it because you don't know what he's going to do. So you got to pretty much be paying attention the whole time.
Kind of like horse on motorcycle.
Yeah. So if you watch their head and eyes, they're looking where they're going. If at any point they decide to look down and look at the cone, they're going to hit that cone.
Wow.
Now let's give him a round of applause.
You got him. Hitting cones isn't good.
You guys are seeing?
You see that?
These cones are like glass. Yes. You don't want to touch the cones. That's what I was talking about. The head and eyes. It only takes a split second. The cones are kind of like the white painted lines.
Yeah.
Kind of use that power effectively. If you're in that friction zone, you can stand the bike up or let it drop just by letting the clutch in or out a little bit. So you'll see the brakes they're flashing on. One is speed adjustment into it, and then once you're in there, we'll use it a little bit to help stand the bike up before we want to drop it over. Once it's leaned over, you don't want to be touching any of the brakes.
How often do you change the clutch?
This bike now has 31,000 miles on it. We haven't had any clutch issues at all with it. You can tell we ride them pretty hard, but so far they've done really well. Our Harleys, I went through one clutch in 34,000 miles. So again, riding it hard, doing this once a month, and then just out on our own. During the day, I'll go take 10 minutes and find a parking lot and play and keep those skills going. So they get worked over a lot. But so far they've been really good. We're not frying the clutch, you're just working that friction zone. You're not putting a ton of pressure on it. So far so good.
Great.